Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. I'm one of your hosts, Ben Searle. Joining me as always is
Aaron, the other host right here. Getting very tight with that.
How are you today, mate? This is our first time recording in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say we've been off duty for like a month because we banked up 4 in like 2 days.
Yeah. and then
did nothing for 4 weeks.
Yeah. A lot of people would keep that, keep on top of having a few episodes in the bank.
No.
Not us.
We revert straight back to
take time off.
Laziness. We've got Neil here. How do you pronounce your surname?
Bloem.
Okay,
Bloem.
just Bloem. Just standard. I've never pronounced it.
Yeah, okay.
Neil's from Iron Mind.
That's right.
Yeah, your other last name from Iron Man.
That's
Neil,
my middle name.
Yeah.
Neil from Iron Mind Bloem.
Neil in brackets Iron Mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll obviously talk about Iron Mind, but today we're mainly here to talk about the book.
Yes.
Are we?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Australian Birds.
Hell yeah.
It's right here.
I think you're our first photographer guest, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Not mistaken. I mean, J-Hat sat in the corner and gave me grief a few times.
But that's about it.
But that's about it. He hasn't been...
He'd still count.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll count it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't, J-Hat.
He's been in the room.
He's been in the room.
Yeah.
Not a guest. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Enemy of the show, J-Hat.
So
Okay.
It's been out for a week now.
5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
Friday last week.
So I'm gonna step back a bit here.
But you're sitting down. Slide back.
He's already this man. He said,
"Yeah, boys, here we want to go."
And now he's running zingers.
That's just the nerves coming out.
So when did photography become a thing for Neil Bloem?
Well, very long time ago, I guess. Nearly 10 years, I think. I was going away every weekend.
Yeah.
Just camping and hiking and stuff like that. And I only had this old, very old phone that was taking all the photos and videos and stuff. And I wanted to document it a little bit better. So I borrowed a camera and then that was it, I guess.
Yeah.
That easy.
That's it.
That's all it takes.
Better than a phone sometimes.
Yeah. I'd say mostly.
Mostly. I don't know. The phones are pretty good these days, I guess.
Truly.
We did have a guy come through work the other day, a photographer, to take headshots of our leadership team.
Nice.
And he said to me, he was like, it was just a photo of like me sitting in front of a white wall, and I was like, couldn't get these other people organized to be there, and I was trying to figure out with him how we would book it in, and he was like, honestly, man, like if you just get a good new iPhone, it's a photo in front of a white wall. Like if you send it to me, I'll make it look like that.
Some good lighting in front of the window, you're bloody golden, mate.
Yeah. So the pros are saying it, everyone, just use your phone.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can't use your phone to take photos like that.
Unfortunately, no. The zoom's not that good on them.
Yeah.
Not on mine.
Not yet, anyway.
I still have an iPhone 6 or 8. I got an old phone.
Yeah, you're spending all this money on cameras and books.
I can't afford
a new phone.
But yeah, I use a big old zoom lens to get all close to the animals so I don't get close to them. So I can take the photos. But
and like, what's been the progression like of borrowing a camera from someone and going like, all right, this is sick, and it's just like slowly upgrading over the years?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've had the same body that I bought. It was secondhand when I first started photography. I still got the same body. But yeah, it's slowly got the lenses for the different things I was getting into. So I think I've got 6 different lenses for different things I was getting into.
Yeah.
So I started off with like landscape and travel and stuff like that, and then I got into what else did I get into? I have no idea. My brain's gone.
The reason I brought it up was because obviously you moved overseas and you were living overseas for a while.
Yeah.
And my memory of like, wow, Neil's taking fucking mad photos was when you were living and taking photos of the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
And like, obviously everyone is obsessed with the imagery of that.
Yeah.
But was that like the intention when you got up there, or was it just like part of being there?
I guess it was part of being there.
Yeah.
Because the first time I went to Norway is when it was on a tour playing for Backtrack.
Yeah.
but then so I saw a little bit there. I'm like, oh, I actually want to go back to Norway because it looked sick.
Yeah.
And then I saw a photo of like the Lofoten Islands in a magazine. I'm like, that looks like an absolute dream.
Yeah.
So I started looking into it more, and then I traveled there. And as soon as I got off the ferry onto the islands, I'm like, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And then I started looking into it more and more, and everything that was happening there, like Northern Lights, the orcas, and just like midnight sun in the summer and stuff like that. And then I just one day I just packed up all my stuff and just moved there in a tent. And then because of my landscape like photography stuff that I was doing with the Northern Lights, I started applying for like Northern Light jobs, and I'm like, what's the best job I can do in Norway while I'm here? And obviously I was like, well, I'm a photographer. I want to get paid to watch the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
And then I started going for that. And because I spoke English, they needed an English speaker.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I got prioritized because of that, but
how's your Norwegian?
It's horrible now.
But surely in tours like that, it's not people from Norway aren't going.
No,
it's
people from the
it's
south.
my mum.
Yeah.
So some people actually from the south of Norway would travel up
Yep.
to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Like, better. I mean, you can see it from the south occasionally, but not like it was in the north. But it was mainly tourists.
Yeah. And so were you working for like a tour company when you're doing that? And was the photography part of it, or was it that? Okay, right. Okay.
So I had to take photos of the Northern Lights all night.
Yeah.
And then I had to take photos of the guests under the Northern Lights as well.
Sick.
Yeah, it was great. Literally just getting paid to watch the Northern Lights every night.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, I mean, and I think at the time I remember like, just seeing it on your Instagram being like, this he's out there living like crazy life at this point.
I was doing it every day. It was something insane. Like in the summer, you got the midnight sun, so it's just 24 hours of sun. You can start hiking at midnight, and it's just golden. Like for photographer, just like golden hour for like 6 hours.
Yeah,
Damn.
fuck yeah,
It was so good. And then nonstop hiking through the mountains and stuff like that through the summer, and then in winter you got polar nights, so 24 hours of darkness. And then you just like the Northern Lights all the time.
Yeah.
I just go hiking and camping nonstop.
Yeah.
Just sleep under the Northern Lights. And I started kayaking under the Northern Lights as well because there was nothing else to do. I'm like, I'll start trying.
Just adding more things.
Just doing more things with the Northern Lights.
But it's
plenty of other stuff, mate.
But that's like something that some people only get to see once.
Yeah.
You've experienced it like every day
Yeah,
for
it was
a sustained period of time.
it was
That's
very
wild.
cool. I was very lucky.
So was that, and so you were obviously doing some landscape photography and stuff before then.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, because obviously, again, I'm saying this from like, I saw a lot of it on your Instagram, but like, was doing that and working through that period what started pushing you more down, like to start looking at different things and doing different types of photography, or was it kind of just like that established you in doing it?
I guess that established me in doing it because
Yeah.
I had all these people saying, "Oh, your photos are amazing," which I never think they are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was saying to you before, as an artist and a photographer, you always hate your own work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from everyone else saying like, "This is absolutely insane what you're doing, and all the photos are great," I'm like, "Oh, I'm actually might be doing something good."
Yeah.
As a photographer, and then that's like, well, I can actually start pushing to do all this other stuff as well.
Well, it's like putting yourself in a scenario where you can do the one thing over and over again, or like, so you're like, well, I've got a job where I take photos all day. It's like, you're only going to get better at
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so good.
You're like this, Ben, as a comedian.
Can't wait.
I had a phobia, like a phobia of speaking in front of people. And as a Northern Light guide, I was guiding 55 people a night on a big bus, and I had to do a presentation in front of everyone to start the night off. And I was like, through my training, I was like nearly throwing up every night.
Damn.
I like have anxiety attacks on the bus and stuff like that because I'm like, I couldn't speak in front of people.
Yeah.
And then all I do is tell jokes to my friends and try and make everyone laugh, and that makes me comfortable. So I started doing 5 minutes of stand-up comedy. Before I start the presentation, I do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy.
That's great.
To get myself comfortable and everyone just laughing and get comfortable with each other. But most of the time it was people who didn't speak English. So it was like me just telling the worst jokes for 5 minutes, dead silence. And I start typing the mic. I'm like, this is on.
That's.
yeah.
I mean, that's. That sounds like a lot of open mics I've done. But
daily,
daily. Well, I feel like I'm better than that now. But it's interesting you say that. 'Cause a comedian I know, she started doing tours in Paris, like as a backpacker, and would do similar thing. She'd do multiple walking tours a day, and that's how she got into stand up because she was like, well, the funnier I am, the more people would tip at the end. Like they would book, it'd be like a free thing.
Yeah.
And then I had that experience, doing Edinburgh, which I've talked about here a bunch, where the better the show was, the more people would chuck money in because it was free to get in. But it's interesting, I think I was not a very natural public speaker before doing stand up and then just doing it heaps. But playing in bands definitely helped a bit to just have that some experience of being on in a public
I mean,
space.
I mean, I've certainly talked about it on here too, but when I Exist started, because before that I'd only ever played drums in bands, and I was like, playing drums in bands, awesome for your confidence, because you are at the back, you have the biggest thing in front of you, you can avoid eyesight if you choose. And then playing in I Exist, I was like, I'm at the front, I'm also considerably larger than all the people I play in this band with, so I just look bigger inherently. But then for us, the part of the shtick of I Exist became talking shit in between songs. And I mean, really it was because of the relationship between us in the band. We've just been friends since we were kids, so just talk like you do, don't pretend to be anything else.
So don't pretend to be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's can't. I'm not. So.
Not allowed to.
But and then we played obviously had seen him before, but I think it was the first time I Exist played with Frenzel. We were oh yeah, we that. We feel comfortable like that, just being up there and mucking around, but then playing tight and playing really well and being care about your songs. But this is meant to be fun, so this is how we're gonna do it. But I think I only got good at this because of that. Because, I mean, I did drama in school and things like that, but that always had words written for you and stuff much like playing music, I knew what I was going to do.
Repetitive stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think I really came out of my shell like this until music stuff. And then, I mean, we've talked about it on here before, but at our old work, we always used to get me and Ben used to just get thrown into stuff because everyone at work would be oh, these guys love talking in front of people. And it's yeah, I mean, at the thing that I like doing, not every
not at this
work meeting.
In front of people you don't like.
Yeah. But that's sick that you did it before the tours. I feel like it's a good way to break the ice a little bit.
Yeah, essentially it was just for me to get comfortable.
Yeah.
It wasn't about them. I mean, clearly they weren't laughing, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, they weren't getting much out of it.
It's rejection therapy. Yeah.
But what you were saying from your music stuff, that you got comfortable talking because of the music, that wasn't me at all. Because everyone's well, you've been playing in bands most of your life. Wouldn't you be comfortable being in front of people and talking? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. I don't really look out to people. I kind of just look to the guys on the stage, and it's just the flow of us playing or whatever. So I'm kind of just locked into them.
Yeah.
Well, particularly also, I think, I haven't played in a heavy band, but you are kind of it is sort of putting on not a front, but you're we are a hardcore band. Whereas being on at the front of a tour bus, you're it's hard to posture.
Yeah.
Sort of, hard to
Shut
be
the fuck up!
Yeah.
Circle pit picture!
Yeah, you can't really take on that persona.
No.
Yeah. Your defense.
I mean, I could have, and again, they didn't speak English. So it probably didn't matter what I was doing, really.
What's this guy so angry about?
We're going to see the Northern Lights.
Really fired up on the bus.
Yeah.
So you're in Norway. How long was your stint in Norway?
About 3 years.
That's and what was that? You just moved over and you'd been on tour there before.
Yeah, I mean, we went down south. It was only like we played 2 shows in Sweden and then 1 in Oslo. So we
Yep.
drove between Sweden and Norway. But then that was essentially all I saw of Norway, is just down south driving a little bit in a tour van. And then so I had always planned to come back to Norway because of that. So I spent a month. It's in 2016. I spent a month in Iceland and went over to Norway for a month. So I did a 2-month trip by myself, and then did a film book. Like I shot film the whole time, and released my first book of film. And then yes, as soon as I got home, I pretty much sold all of my stuff after releasing that book. And then just moved there. Didn't know anyone. Just threw myself in it. Had nothing else in my life.
Sick.
I needed a change and just threw myself in it. I was in a tent for about 2 weeks, and then I went from the Australian summer, which was the day I left was like 40 degrees, into the Arctic winter, and it was like minus 10 where I went, living in a tent.
Damn.
And it was just storm after storm after storm, and like my tent was getting flooded, and like I had my laptop and literally everything I owned in this tent. And then luckily enough, I went on a kayak tour through a fjord in the islands, and the lady running it was Australian. So I got speaking with her and told her my situation of living in a tent in the winter there. And then she's like, "Oh, I have a friend that is redoing a massive house at the moment, and they're probably up to the painting stage. So if you want, like being a tradie, if you paint, she'll probably let you stay in their house and for accommodation and food if you help paint the house."
Damn.
Oh my God, that sounds like a good deal. So I got out of the tent for
Man, that's like a real, like, I feel like that'd maybe be hard to do now. I don't know. Like, that's kind of a cool European thing, I feel like, where so we're just exchanging work for board.
Yeah,
like, that's
it was great. So I worked like Monday to Friday, like 4 or 5 hours a day, just helping paint this 3-story house. In return for food and accommodation in my favorite place in the world. And that started me off. I met people from that. And there was just like a base, because I was living on the island I was living on was 300 people.
Crazy.
And then I'd literally just work a couple hours a day, and then I'd literally just go hiking until like 3 a.m. or something, come home, sleep a couple hours, and then
start painting again.
Damn.
And like from that, I just searched the whole island, so like hiking and camping every night, and it was insane.
Yeah. I mean, and now famously you painted my house, which I think I've talked about with every person who'll listen to it. From not knowing that you did that at all to then I think I saw you wearing a Dulux paint shirt somewhere, and I was like, hold on, are you a painter?
I've been self-employed, like tradie, since I was 20.
Yeah, wild.
Just run my own business. Started off with my dad, and he retired, and I've taken over it since.
Awesome.
And I've always told my mates, like, go try and get a trade as you're growing up.
You
can always fall back on it. Exactly what I did as well.
Well, I did a trade. It was in graphic pre-press. That's obsolete.
Ben's trade has not stood the test of time.
No, it matters what trade
you got to build houses, mate.
Yeah. I don't 38 mature-rated apprenticeship.
There's a lot of people doing it, mate.
Doesn't matter what age. Get in the tunnel with Nathan. Go make some electricity money.
I have to get used to using AI, wouldn't I?
I can't build a house. This bloody AI's taken over the
world. You have made up part of the Melbourne Hardcore Tradesman Network. That now is like
there's a few
people who are just like, oh, he does that, so just get them to do it.
I mean, off the top of my head, it's just Nathan, to be honest.
I mean, having an electrician and a painter though is like you can find everyone else from there.
They can link them.
That's good.
So, when did you come back to Australia?
End of 2019.
Yep.
Perfect timing to come back to.
Fucking kill me. So I came back to visit my parents for a few months. And then I was, from that point, after I like caught up with them and spent some time with them, I was going to go back to Norway. Like I bought a new wildlife lens while I was in Australia, because it was half the price than Norway. Bought a lens, and I'm like, I'm going to go back to Norway for 3 months and shoot an orca book, because I had orcas feeding behind my house all the time, so I'd swim with them and kayak with them and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm going to go back with this proper lens, because I was taking photos of them with a landscape lens when I was living with them. It's the photos are good, but it's with a landscape lens. So it's just like it's horrible. So my plan was to go back for 3 months, shoot them for 3 months, and do an orca book like similar to this. And then from that point, I had a job lined up on an abandoned island in Greenland as a tradie to help fix up a house by myself.
Yep.
And then from after 3 months in Greenland, I had a job lined up in northern Canada to work as a northern light guarder up there with a polar bear guiding company.
Unreal.
I was going to help set up the Northern Light section of their company, and they were going to teach me how to guide with polar bears.
Fuck.
So I had this whole insane, like, I'd say 9 months lined up. And then 3 days before my flight back to Norway to start this, that's when COVID closed everything. Yeah.
It's so brutal. Like,
I mean, yeah, a lot of other people had it a lot rougher than me. But
I mean, yeah, but at this point now, though, we can all. I mean, I'm stating the obvious, like, it was bad, but you know, like, I think we can all get to the point now where it's like, yeah, everyone had a fucked thing that happened to them.
Yeah, everyone had their life set up and they got born.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, like, but again, it pales in comparison, but like, I spent a full year becoming a member of Extortion and like learning all the songs, booked a full US tour, booked all this stuff, and then it was like, I remember the day it got announced, the first Extortion show back in 7 years got announced. And it was at Crowbar in Sydney, and it got put on the internet. And then, like, half an hour later, Trad was like, I think we got to can this show, man. I was like, yeah, we definitely got to can this show. And then the guys in America were like, Australia's taking it way too seriously. I think it's fine. And then I was like, nah, we got to can this whole tour. And then, like, the next day, the show that was meant to be happening in New York, there was like that day where they're like, oh yeah, they're throwing bodies out of a truck, you know, putting them in a freezer truck, and I was like, yeah, good. Yeah. Like, fucking hell.
Wait, good that happened?
Yeah, thank fuck.
Rowan's gonna draw it for the shirt.
It was source material. But yeah, I mean, so obviously that all gets canned.
Yeah.
Sadly. But then, is that where you then start turning to taking more photos of Australian stuff? Like,
because I had literally nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Like, thankfully I was stuck at my parents' house through the lockdowns, because obviously I was visiting them for a couple of months. And we're out in away from the city, so we had a lot of bushland and farmlands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I could literally just keep walking all day.
Yeah, great.
When you weren't meant to.
Yeah. Dictator Dan's not going to come for you now, brother.
Oh, he's at the door. But yeah, because I literally had nothing else to do, I started getting more into wildlife, because I got into, like, obviously I had the orcas and eagles and stuff like that where I was living in Norway. But then I started, because when I was leaving, it was the summer in the Arctic, and all these new birds were turning up. And I'm like, oh, I've never really noticed this before. And then so I actually started getting into like birds in Norway before I left. And again, I had a landscape lens, so it was horrible to try and like DM and take photos of them. And then, yeah, when I came back to Australia, I bought the lens and then got stuck in the lockdowns. And then literally just every day I was out learning new birds, all their calls and all that sort of stuff. And from that point, I just got addicted. It was just, my whole life just switched into this new realm. I was not going to say I was a survival mode to get through lockdowns, but it definitely helped. Just
absolutely.
It's funny what
new things
comes out of like restrictions. Like, I feel like you kind of make the best of your situation, and it's like, well, pretty wild to think that you've now got a full book of Australian birds and with heaps of information for something that really wasn't on the cards at that point. Like, that's pretty wild. Like,
I mean, this is my 4th wildlife book.
Yeah,
I've done. It's the only like bird one. Whereas my previous, I've done 3 issues of Australian wildlife. So each issue was like 23 different wildlife in the book that people can learn about. So I traveled all around Australia, just finding all our unique and endangered animals, and then writing about them to get people aware of them. And then just each year, again, because there was nothing else to do. I just kept going out, and when we had that a couple month break when everything opened up, I just start traveling Australia and track down all these animals that I'd like done all this research on to try and find. And then it's just keeps me going.
Yeah. So with the with this one and the wildlife ones too. So doing research and things like that. So you sort of putting together like a checklist of like what you want to try and find and what you want to. Okay. And so when you do that, then is it like you got to put together a fucking map of where to go, or how do you then start figuring it out?
I don't know where my phone is, but my phone is literally just pinpoints everywhere around Australia with like different colors of what animal it is, and I have like in my notes, each trip in each state and what area each animal that you can find in those spots.
Yeah.
And again, because there was nothing else to do, I had so much time to do all this research and just out if it opens up, I'll go on this trip for 2 months and I'll just hit this spot and then get all go down the list of animals to try and find.
Yeah.
But it's literally just pinpoints all through my Google Maps.
And is it like trying to find that, other people have done that kind of stuff, find their information and
then
like trading information with people?
Exactly. And then you kind of meet people along the way, because if you're obviously at a random bushland in the middle of nowhere and someone walks out with a camera, you're like, oh, you just start talking to them.
Yeah.
So you kind of just connect with people that way, and then sometimes you get them on Facebook or something like that, because it's generally bird watchers are old retired people.
Yeah.
Not young people in hardcore bands.
Yeah.
I say young compared to
younger.
Yeah.
And boomers fucking love Facebook.
They do. So it's a lot of Facebook messages and stuff like that. And then you just trade information. So if they come into Melbourne, they're like, hey, do you know where blah, blah, blah is?
Yep.
You're like, yeah, here's the spots. If you need any help when you get there, just let me know. And then you kind of just do the same back to them sort of thing if you go to the area or you know that they've been to a spot. It's just sharing information. But there's a lot online now as well to find. If you know the right websites and right apps and stuff like that, it's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, great.
It just...
Is there any wildlife that has eluded you that you've... Any
a white whale?
A white whale, so to speak.
Yeah. I went and tried to find a white whale one. So I've tried for the inland taipan a few times, which is the most venomous snake in the world, but it's literally just in remote middle of Australia. Tried a few times and just have not got it yet, and it's really done my head in because it's such a long time to get there.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
The first drive, because one area that they're like a little isolated population is near Coobapedy in South Australia.
Yeah.
And it's literally just driving up and down this one outback like highway, and hopefully one's crossing the road because they hunt on the ground for rats and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, right.
And it's just, you need a just right timing that they're crossing the road or coming out of a different crack and stuff like that. The first ever drive down this road, I got a tail as it was going into the back into the crack, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. They're out already.
Yeah,
it's going to be great. That was the only time, and I didn't get a photo or anything. And I'm just like, it's done my head in. So that's
the white whale,
white snake.
Great band.
Great band.
We've got him in tonight.
Yeah, that's brutal. I guess the inland taipan, maybe you don't want to find it.
Well,
could really come up on you. Don't want to get too close.
Got it in my bag tonight, guys.
The last photo he ever took. The snake coming at him.
Just a selfie with it.
So in this book though, what's sort of the thing you're most proud of? Like, what's the thing that you were most excited about to get in the book?
Honestly, all of it.
Yeah.
I was saying to Ben before, it's just like all my work, I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I know I can do better. I want to do better, and it keeps pushing me to do better. It took a long time to put together this book, and then when it finally came, I'm like, oh, this is sick. I actually really like this.
Yeah,
love how it turned out. Which is very rare for all of my work.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. You're as an artist and like a photographer, so if you put yourself out there and you're just self-conscious.
Yeah.
Now I'm nervous because I'm talking about myself. You're self-conscious about putting yourself out there in front of everyone and like showing your people your work and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, I don't know if it's good or not. Every time I go to post something, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's shit.
Well, I feel like there's just people out there there are some people who don't feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't relate to that. Like, I can't relate to that feeling of like, you know, and I think maybe,
Confidence?
yeah, I guess it is confidence or
Yeah.
that unbridled confidence. And I guess you don't want to be too self, you know,
Yeah.
deprecating or whatever you want to call it on yourself.
Yep.
But there's kind of like finding the right balance between like, because if you thought too much about it, you'd never post anything.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then you're hindering yourself. But it's like pretty amazing to see a book like that, and also like probably something that is slightly different to a lot of your peers and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Well,
especially in hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, and that was another reason why I started all the wildlife books, because no one that I knew anything about Australian wildlife or
Yeah.
anything about it.
Yeah.
So that's why I started writing about each animal to
Mm.
try and get people in, because I mean, in hardcore, there's like 3 people that I know that care about wildlife.
Yeah.
So if I can help change people's minds, and then that way, in turn, they might actually help protect the animals and
Yes.
protect their lands that they live on and stuff like
Mm.
that. So in that way, that's another reason why I started doing the books, to just get people educated about all our insane animals that we have here.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, because it's like, you know, the photography is one thing, but then looking through it is like, yeah, there's all this information in there that has come from your research, and it's like, yeah, well, you had to know that to find them.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, like, piece of work. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how everything's turned out.
Mm.
Yeah, sick. And so with now that this is out in the world, do you then start going like, all right, what's the next thing I'm going to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So you're
like,
already in the lab with that.
yeah, because I mean, it's a curse, but
Much like playing in a band, right?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
the record's done, let's fucking
exactly. Start writing
go.
again.
Yeah,
I don't know. I need to be doing something all the time. I can't sit still.
Yeah.
Because like, as a creative person, like as soon as I put something out, I'm like, all right, what's the next thing?
Yeah.
I need to do something with my hands. I need to be creative. It's even just start writing music or doing anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've already started.
Yeah, sick.
Because I mean, as soon as the book was out, I already started taking better photos than what's in the book that I have now.
Mm.
So even I was planning for maybe even issue 2 of an Australian bird sort of thing.
Yeah.
Great.
But I mean, that's years of work in one book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a long process.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's what I tell everyone, because everyone's like, oh, how do you take these photos? You must be every day. You must be taking great photos. I'm like, no.
Mm.
As, like wildlife, it's just like, it's so unpredictable. So you're like, I could go out every day for a month and I could get 2 good photos that I'm happy with.
Yeah.
It's just going out every day, persistence, and just keep trying and trying and trying.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, you can't tell animals how to move and how to sit still and stuff like that.
Look this way,
Yeah.
please.
I got to start taking photos of bands or something like that. Much easier.
So you put the book together, and how long did it take you to put this together?
A very long time.
Mm.
So it was in the making for probably a year.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, so originally I had another book that I was making. I have about 4 books in the making,
Yeah,
but like,
sure.
so this one got through.
Yeah.
But the main one originally I was working on was essentially when the same time I was writing for the Iron Mine record.
Mhm.
But unfortunately I was working 14-hour days and 7 days a week at the time while I was writing for the record. And then so each night I'd get home at like 10 o'clock at night after working 14 hours. I get my food ready for the next day. I'll go to bed and just start riffing and trying to write.
Yeah.
I get half an hour. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I do 2 nights of that in a row, and then 2 nights of working on my book.
Yeah.
And then I was at a point just like, I need
Yeah.
to ditch the book, because obviously the band's
There's other people
there's
involved.
other people
Yeah, yeah.
involved. So I had to make that choice of like step back all my photography work and everything that I was building for that, and then just concentrate on the half an hour of writing I could
Yeah.
get every night while I was just.
But it's interesting to be so disciplined like that as well. And I think that when you are working on multiple projects, it's like, well, I got to pump the brakes on this thing because this thing has got to take priority. And
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, like I feel like the challenge with a lot of creative stuff is like, what shouldn't I be working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, because I could be doing something on something at
Yep.
any point.
Yep.
So how do I how do I know what the right thing is? And I
Yeah,
guess you
exactly.
just
Well, and
have to
again, like you said, it was 4 other people in the band.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone was kind of just sitting there, like, "What the fuck are you doing? You gotta do something."
the birds are not going, hey mate,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, they were. They were knocking up my door. Get out of here. Yeah, it was kind of tough at the same time to make that decision because in 2023, I had a massive year for my photography. Everything that I'd been building for years was starting to pay off. So I had in 2023, I had the front cover of Australian Geographic.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From that, I was contacted by like a brand called Factory, like part of Cotton On.
Yep.
And I did a full clothing range with them, like with
Unreal.
all my photos and stuff like that. And then I released issue 3 of my wildlife book. So everything, it was just all the hard work was actually starting to kick off and pay off.
Yeah.
And then that was after end of 2023 is when we started writing and stuff like that. And I had to make that call. I'm like, I need to make Iron Mind the priority.
Yeah.
So that was a tough call. And then I've kind of just sat back and watched the photography side just wither.
So now it's time to light it
That's
back up.
right.
Yeah.
Iron Mind's finished the record.
Yeah. Time to move back to photography.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, now I'm trying to kick it off again. Yeah, just trying to kick on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we can now address the other part of the Neil conversation.
Booked.
Done.
Get out of
Talked
here.
enough about the book. No, but so obviously we had. This is now the third conversation, I suppose, on this podcast about the Iron Mind record because we accidentally talked about it with Akira and Otis,
Yeah.
and then had to pull the handbrake.
Yep.
Then we did a full deep dive with Sam. And then at the time of doing it with Sam, he was like, "You should just talk to Neil as well. Then we can get the perspective of Akira and Otis's perspective,
Yeah.
Sam's perspective, and then yours."
Yeah.
But so obviously,
It was shit.
yeah,
This-
All right,
this
back
stuff
to
we
the
figured
book,
out.
guys.
Iron Mind's over. No, but so obviously, you've already mentioned it was quite a lot of time put into writing it and working it up.
Yeah.
How was your, obviously, again, it's a very common, oft talked about thing on this podcast though now is like bands kind of coming back from a period of chilling,
Yeah.
not regrouping or whatever, but, there was some years of not doing anything. How have you felt? I mean, obviously the release tour for the record was with Speed and with like a new wave of bands and
Yep.
things like that. How did you feel with like the response to that from, something that you've been working on for ages?
Oh
really?
man, we were so stoked with
Yeah.
how everything turned out. Yeah, the whole tour was just like, this is because the new songs were getting bigger reactions than the older songs.
Yeah.
Which for us, every time we released a record, it was just no one cared.
Yeah.
Like, they cared, but like not in the sense of
Yeah.
like the first shows they were singing along and watching and stuff.
Yeah.
But from the first show, people were just we did the sample from the intro.
Yeah.
And people were just pitting straight away. So it's like, oh, it must be good.
Yeah,
But yeah, the reaction and everything that we got from the tour was amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're blown away with how everything has turned out.
Yeah.
The response has been great. Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
Because how long into you kind of being back? Because obviously you kind of set yourself up in Norway, and kind of thought that was your trajectory.
Yep.
Was that something you thought you would do again, or maybe just in the back of your mind? Maybe.
Not. I mean, we never really went away.
Yeah.
We still played a show every year.
Every now and then. Yeah.
Because I came back each year that I was living in Norway for various things, and every time I came back, we'd play a show while I was
Yeah,
there for
sick.
a month or two. But after all the lockdowns and stuff, I was just like, oh, no idea.
Yeah.
And then I tried to move down to Tasmania, and I was down there for 5 months
Yep.
in between lockdowns. And then the guys were like, oh, do you guys want to do an anniversary show for the first record?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. I came back and then got stuck in lockdown straight away. So that was cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But then from that point, we were like, oh, we actually love playing. We love hanging out with each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And then from that point onwards, with the conversation started of like, well, we're kind of all stuck in Australia.
Yeah.
We can't travel overseas and do that sort of stuff. So that conversation started with the band and kind of went from there.
Yeah. And what was it like? I mean, I suppose obviously I'm much like, bands I've been into have seen lots of different lineups over the years too. What was it like sort of doing this with the group of people that's in the band now?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like we've all been longtime friends for years. And then, just everyone brings their own stuff to the band. Everyone's got their own things in their life that they do. So the band isn't their full focus.
Yeah.
So it's not stressful. So everyone's just happy.
Yeah.
Like, everyone gets along. It's honestly, it's great.
Yeah. That's so
especially sick. Like, I mean, writing process with a band when you got 5 different opinions sometimes get tough.
Yeah.
But once the final product's done, it's recorded, you can actually just take a breath back and just be like this, and then actually appreciate what you've done. Is just, we're all so psyched with how the record turned out. And
it's fucking awesome. And I mean, obviously I think, it got its praise through people paying attention to it. And, but I mean, like, the launch show here was fucking awesome, and seeing like, I'd say the same thing. Like, we saw you with Speed, and I remember like being gassed up about your old songs, being like a older person who's seen your band a zillion times. But I mean, I think we were even talking at sort of the back of the room, like when, seeing the record release show when like the new songs were playing and people were going like berserk, and it was like, that's so exciting just for me, even like, and to be honest, we had a similar cool thing with the most recent Extortion record, like, and I honestly think it's, no small thanks to bands like Speed and shit, but like, they put one of the songs off the new record on a Speed Spotify playlist thing, and then every show after that we played, that song had people going berserk, and I love that song, but I like did not. If you told me when we were recording it that would be the one,
that was the one,
I would have said like no way. But I guess it was. Know, but
I guess it's a good sign that you're making progress, or you're doing something. There's nothing worse than if the younger kids are into it, it's like, oh well, you're tapped in. It feels like nothing. It's nothing worse than a band putting something out where it's like, fuck, these cunts got no idea what's happening. Like,
there's so like older people in the back that are loving it, but then like, the younger people who are the ones who pit, stage dive,
and create the scene.
Exactly, create the energy at a show. If the young people aren't into it, it's tough.
It's a bit pointless. Yeah.
So we're honestly, the how would you say? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, I guess we see it on here. It's like, we have a younger band on and it goes crazy.
Yeah.
Because young people want to support things. They want to, and particularly, people that, they want to be behind things that are kind of, speak to them, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even I would say like the most recent show that I played that kind of had that energy to it was the No Apology show here. That was like pretty, Resurrect, like a very new band, Forewarned, a bunch of guys that are, some older but younger guys in the band as well, and like very fresh group of people. And then us and No Apologies, like collectively could all be, most of No Apologies, half of Aglo could probably be some of the guys there's parents and playing the same show together. But the energy was so sick, and it was like, even for us, like, I mean, that was the last episode we recorded, but like, I was like terrified to play the show because it was on grand final day, and the Brisbane Lions won, and Matt is a Brisbane Lions supporter, and I was like, how are we going to go at this fucking thing? And then we did fine, and also didn't get too drunk, so she played great. But like,
mate, that's a bonus.
We did, it was good. And then, but like straight away, kids like, and for my band, it's very fun because Aglo is so slow and dumb, but like people just moshing immediately. And I was like, this fucking rocks.
As someone who writes alien music.
Yes.
Are you writing it because once we get the invasion from aliens,
they'll
hoping they'll
look kindly upon me.
They'll have sex with you instead of killing you?
Yes.
Is that the whole point of Aglo?
Yeah, I want to be
William Shatner.
Yeah. I want to be first on the boat. You know,
Yes.
I don't want to get killed.
Nice.
No, it's something they'll appreciate. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
As a comedian, Ben, are you trying to make the aliens laugh so they'll have sex with you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a wrap, guys.
I'm looking forward to the alien book.
Yeah. Neil will
You're
be
getting
trying
up
to
close.
impress the aliens by.
Hey, aliens, do you like birds? Because I've got a couple here. For you. Don't kill me.
Well, okay. Let's wind this down. What's Iron Mind got on the horizon here?
We've got 2 shows to finish off the year.
Mhm.
We've got Iron Gate Tattoo Convention,
Yep.
which is going to be very
It's gonna
cool.
be crazy.
Yeah.
Wild lineup for a
A
tat.
tat
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're psyched with that. So that's on Saturday, November 8th.
Yep.
And then to finish off the year, we've got the Flat Spot and Last Ride World
Yeah. Sick.
on December 14th.
That
Yeah.
show's going to go off.
Yeah, both shows we're really psyched with.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just to cap off the year.
Yeah.
for Iron Mind.
And where can people get the book?
From my Instagram, I guess.
Yep.
Which is Cold X Neil.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Our bookshop.
go find the birds yourself and
Yeah.
take photos with your phone.
And if you can't be fucked doing that, get the book.
Get the Solo, what you got?
When's this coming out? This is coming out
Next
2
week.
weeks. I've got my first time doing Adelaide coming up.
Mhm.
I'm doing the new club there, Neat Freak,
Mhm.
and I'll be doing a new solo show over there, like a trial show,
Dope.
work in progress show. And I'm also doing one of those in Brisbane coming up soon. So yeah, details on my Instagram, but those are both in November.
Nice.
And then I'll have some other stuff later in the year. But yeah, that's it for me.
Hell yeah, Ben.
I've got the I Exist show in Sydney on the 28th of November. That's probably the next thing that's happening after this comes out, with Dropsaw and Histamine and Reek Mind and Orc from Canberra. So come to
Great
that
name.
if you want. And then podcast exclusive
Oh yeah.
this week, because I assume we'll get it up on the internet between now and when this comes up. But we are going to do another live show
Yes.
on Wednesday, the 10th of December. End of work drinks for Oblivious Maximus.
End of year knockoff.
The knockoff at Last Chance Rock and Roll Bar. It's gonna be free.
Free.
We're gonna talk shit and give away prizes and play some games and stuff.
What's the prizes?
We locked in a very sick one today. I don't want to give it away yet, but stay tuned to Instagram. I'll tell you after we stop recording. But
Yeah. But
You get to laugh at Ben's jokes.
you get to
Hey,
laugh at Ben's
That's your
jokes.
present.
Yeah. But also Aglo are going to play and Shell Game are going to play too. New band,
Hell yeah.
which should be sick. So.
yeah, it's gonna be a top night.
And it's free entry too. So just
Free
come hang with
entry.
us.
We'll
Free
have-
entry and talking shit, boys. What's better?
Nothing.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't say we did
The
nothing
bird
for
blue.
you.
Right here.
That's what's better.
That's what's better.
But yeah, so come to that when you see it on the internet.
Thanks for joining us tonight, mate.
Thank you very much for having
Great
me.
to hear about it all.
Get
Get the book.
the book.
Do a riff.
Do a riff.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.